We know NoCo. From Town Square Media, this is Tuned Into NoCo. I'm Ashlee Meehleis. All right, everybody. Next up on Tuned Into NoCo, we have the Early Childhood Coordinator from Weld County School District, Michelle Spencer, with us. Michelle, thank you so much for being on the show today. It's great having you here.
Great to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. So let's just go ahead and jump right in here. So the state of Colorado launched a Universal Preschool Program. Can you explain to our listeners what this is?
Yes, this is a program that will provide all children prior to their kindergarten year up to 15 hours of free preschool programming, which could occur either at a public school, such as ourselves here, Weld RE-4, community organization, or home-based provider. 3-year-olds can also qualify if they have one qualifying factor. Qualifying factors would include income, if a student is receiving IEP services, housing status, dual language learners, and if a child is in foster or kinship care.
Now, Michelle, how did this Universal Preschool Program come into being? What's the story?
In November of 2021, the voters approved Prop E, which is a nicotine tax that then rolled into April 2022 when Governor Polis signed House Bill 22-1295, which then signed universal preschool into law in our state.
Gotcha. No, that's awesome. Why do you think it's important that we have free preschool programs for our families?
I think that the need is there. Certainly in our community, that's ever growing. We're getting new people in on the daily, it seems. This really will provide opportunities for our families and such a cost savings for families as well. Presently, at this point in the year, we still have around 30 families that are waiting on a wait list for tuition paying that we just don't have the space to enroll at this time.
So this will be a huge blessing for those families. That's
Absolutely.
Great. And the application for this program opened January 17th. Is there a deadline at all?
The state actually has it arranged where the first enrollment period is from January 17th to February 14th, so almost a month. And then thereafter, it will be a 2-week enrollment period.
Okay, perfect. And I know you went over the requirements people need to know, but is there a limit on the district's capacity for enrollment?
Yes. We have preschool programming across 3 of our sites, Grandview Elementary, Skyview Elementary, and Tozer Elementary, for a total of 9 classrooms. So we in our district will be able to provide 162 universal preschool spots, which students will then be able to receive up to 10 hours a week of preschool programming. We will also have 162 spots available for our families and students that are receiving special education services through an IEP. That is a state and federal regulation that we must meet to first service those students before enrolling universal preschool.
That's awesome. Now, if someone is approved to participate in this program, what should they expect?
They should expect, as I said, up to 15 hours. In our district, due to limited capacity, we'll be looking at approximately 11 hours a week. But they will be able to expect either part-time, such as us, for 10 hours, half-day, up to 15 hours, full day, which could go up to 30 hours, or even extended day. And again, in order for our families to qualify for those additional hours, they would have to meet additional qualifying factors, which I previously mentioned.
Okay, great. Now, UPK is also offering some options. So you guys have it at school or at home. Can you explain what these are?
Sure. As I previously mentioned, through IDEA, our public school districts are going to primarily be the place where special education services are provided. So if we have students that are receiving IEP services, certainly they would probably prefer to go to the public school districts because we have all the additional resources that would be needed for that. However, there are community providers or home-based providers that families can also access. So through the application process, families can select up to 5 of their placements that they would prefer to go to. And I would encourage everyone to certainly select the 5 so that if they don't get in their first preference, they'll be able to hopefully get their second or third.
You guys heard that the free Universal Preschool Program is accepting applications. This will be open through February 14th, and then after that, every 2 weeks throughout the rest of the school year. If you would like more information about the preschool program, you can visit weldre4.org. Again, that's weldre4.org. Or you can give them a call at 970-686-8091. Michelle, when should parents expect to hear back after they've applied?
Parents can expect, if they get into this first enrollment period, to hear from us no sooner than 3 weeks after February 14th. So that puts us into the first week of March, basically. And then I would just like to ask if encourage families to have patience with this process because it's a new system. It's a great thing, but there are some glitches, and to just work with their provider on if they're having any challenges, like reach out to us.
So kind of going along with that, this is a new program. So why do you think it's so important to have this in our area?
I think this is so valuable because our research shows us of how important early childhood education is for children and their future academic success. So the opportunity for children not only to get high quality preschool programming, but also the additional bonus for families so that they can get back into the workforce. Certainly, these past few years have been challenging in that regard, and I really think that this is a double bonus.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for that. Now, let's kind of talk about you. What is your background? How did you get involved in this?
Well, I began in education in 2002 in Ohio. I started as an elementary school teacher and worked my way up and became an assistant principal and a principal back in Ohio. Moved to Colorado in 2010, moved to the mountains, and worked in early childhood education in Eagle County schools. And I've been in our district now this is going on my second year. And I just am so grateful for this opportunity to be a part of such a wonderful thing for our kids in our community and try to expand it so that we can offer more opportunities in the future for early childhood education.
Definitely. Well, we're absolutely glad that you're here doing the work you're doing. It's pretty awesome. Is there anything else in particular that you'd like our listeners to know, Michelle?
That there is on the application portal, you'll be able to scroll down to the bottom. If you have any technical difficulties, there is a link for an email address and additionally a phone number that you can reach out to the Office of Early Childhood directly if you have any problems that arise.
Thank you. All right, you guys heard that. Open enrollment is going on right now through February 14th and then every 2 weeks throughout the rest of the school year. This is a new program, so they do ask your patience as they go through all of the rigmarole to get it going. But if you'd like more information on how to sign up for this preschool program, you can visit weldre4.org or you can give them a call at 970-686-8091. Michelle, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for listening to What Matters in NoCo. I'm Ashlee Meehleis with Town Square Media's Tuned Into NoCo. If you missed part of the show, you can find it on your Town Square Media station app or website. If you or your organization would like to be considered for Tuned Into NoCo, send me an email at ashlee.meehleis@townsquaremedia.com. That's ASHLEE.MEEHLEIS@townsquaremedia.com.